Oh boy. So MD did a response to, "Oh, what debate? MD, you said, and I quote your exact words, I'm going to have Black Sun and MD come on the show and let y'all have at it. Let's not play these games, MD. Let's not play these games." And then he says something that, let me address that, because you're playing games right now, MD. I'll come to your show, but the thing about your title about Iran, he's like, "Well, Iran, I have the truth." You have the truth. You sound a little cultish, my brother. You sound very cultish. Nobody has the truth on Iran. This thing has to unfold. But unlike you, when this thing was unfolding, it's unfolding right now. Me, what I do is that back in 2014, was looking at the Ukraine situation unfold. So when a person goes around calling me and I quote, I'm paraphrasing, a Russian propagandist, that lets me know, and you don't have to hold Venkat's hand. That lets me know that he has enough information, because you have two things: propaganda and context. Propaganda and context are two completely opposite things. When I come on here, I talk about Russian context. I put it in context. Russian propaganda means you're spewing lies. So that means that Mr. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Hello, how you doing? When a person says that you're a Russian propagandist, that means he has enough information. Like, what is there to discuss? He has enough arsenal in his information for a debate. At the end of the day, whether you're talking, whether he's talking, at the end of the day, discussion, debate, whatever you want to call it, it ends up, it's either we are going to agree or we're going to disagree. So he ended the discussion when he said I was a Russian propagandist. So now he lets me know, actually, you know what? You and Venkat should never say nothing bad about Trump. Never say nothing bad about Trump. I'm gonna give you what y'all did is similar to what Trump did. That's why I said Trump is a representative of America. Trump bombed the hell of Iran, and then he's talking about let's negotiate. He bombed the hell out of Iran and said now let's negotiate. So Venkat calls me a Russian propagandist, but you want to have a discussion. It doesn't work that way, sir. Now I don't know about your lineage, Mr. MD. Um, and this is a friendly thing when I say this, so don't take any offense to it, but your lineage obviously didn't come from duelists. Venkat, he come from the lineage of duelists where they goes up to the person, slap their hands or do duels. What I'm saying is you don't know the art of duels. Nowadays we just debate. MD came up to me, I mean not MD, Venkat came up with a glove and slapped me in the face and called me a Russian propagandist. So there's no need for discussion. We need to debate now. Now let's have the debate. We don't need to discuss anything at this point. When a person does, that's the proper format. But you, MD, I don't think you come from a lineage of fighters and warriors and all that. I don't think you know that code, and this is why I think your mic not pro. What your mic? I think that's. Oh, hold on, y'all. Is my mic working? Is my mic working? Hold on. Because he said you're pro-Russian. You like it. You're not. No, I'm not pro-Russia at all. I said if I was said if I was pro-Russia, then a pro-Russian would make a saying like this. Russia would come over here and America whoop our ass. I've never said that. I said if Russia comes over here, we will whoop their ass. That's just that's called a home field advantage. I am a strong believer, Chubbs, in home field advantage. There is no military training in the world, and we have some of the best military training in the world. Shout out to my brothers in the Army, Marines, hoorah, goddamn Semper Fi, all my brothers in arms, but there's no training that is going to train us for that cold. And I've said this, I don't have to repeat that over and over again. But what I'm saying is at the end of the day, MD, you might, MD, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you come from a lineage of where men hold hands. If you're not, from a lineage where men hold hands, stop holding Vincent's hands. Vincent is a grown-ass man. And so he called me a Russian propagandist. That means he has enough arsenal, because when you call a person a propagandist, you're calling him a liar. So in other words, he said, I'm a liar for Putin. So he has to back that up, sir. There's no discussion. So he needs to bring his information. That means he's already ready. That means he's already ready. When you tell a person that they are a propagandist, that means they're challenging you. That means he's ready to expose whatever I say is a lie, and I'm about to expose whatever he has say is a lie. That's called a debate. MD, I get it, but you come from a generation of, I want to hold hands, let's all hold hands. He's playing Martin Luther King. Let's have a discussion. Oh, let's just hold hands. Oh, let's just hold hands. I'm sorry, MD, that's kind of feminine. No, let's have a debate. And let Vincent decide that. Now, again, as far as damn Iran, oh, I got the truth. You sound like a cultist. I don't do cult shit. That's a cult. That's cultish. Nobody knows what the situation with Iran, because the situation with Iran just unfolded. The situation is chaotic and it's unfolding. Just like the Maidan Revolution, the civil war in Ukraine unfolded in 2014. So right now, when you say I have the truth, you're full of shit. I don't care. And your research is the fake stream media, the same fake stream media that said Kamala Harris is going to win. That's all your research. And you left out the part when I said that my research, off the top of my head, I will give you research. I said Scott Horton's Provoked. And in that book, you got all the sources, all the citation sources that you need in that one book. So you ain't got to keep running around from book to book to book, especially some fake news that you be watching. You watch the fake news. Especially you can sit up here, I got the truth about Iran. No, you don't. You don't. And so that's why I'm saying I'm not going to feed into the cult behavior of, oh, you got the, no, you don't. You don't have the information on Iran. Iran and Israel are shooting right now. It's chaotic right now. And there's bad blood between them. I can only, my starting point, but there's a starting point before October 17th. Certain points, but you to say that you have the truth about it and connecting the dots, no, you don't. No, you don't have the truth about it. Let it unfold. Let it unfold and take place. Let it mature. Let it grow. Let it manifest itself. The situation has not even manifested. I got the truth. No, you don't. But if you're ready to debate that, I will crack you upside the head and let's debate that. And you say, relax. No, not relax on what, dude? No. We have like major wars going on. And you got people like you and Vincent with misinformation. And I have to correct that. Oh, let's have a discussion. The person just slapped you in the face, called you a propagandist. Where do they do that at? No, absolutely not. So again, if you want to hold hands with Vincent, you can. I mean, no, not in my presence. Be a man in my presence and let Vincent back up what he said about being a propagandist. That was the discussion right there. We already established a discussion. He said I was a propagandist. So, okay, it's now time for a debate. And you said in your words, but I guess you forget all that truck driving that you're doing. Maybe you're tired because you're eating all that goddamn QT hot dogs, is that you said, let them have at it. Oh, shoot, okay. Let them have at it. That's what you said. I'm going to have on the show and let have at it. That was your words. I don't use that in vocabulary. Let them have at it. Let them have at it. That's what you said. That's what you said word for word. So, MD, this is a response. I will show up to your thing tonight, but you ain't got to hold Vincent's hands. Vincent is very intelligent. Vincent is a man. Vincent is married. He is a grown-ass man. Let him deal with the consequence of him calling me a propagandist. That's it. You ain't got to hold his hand, man. Because that holding hands is sweet shit. And I'm sure Vincent don't want you to hold his hand. I'm sure of that, MD. You I know you come from the hold hand culture because you don't come from the culture of the dual culture, of the warrior culture, of the battle culture. Apparently not. Apparently not, because you want to hold everybody's hands. Stop holding the man's hand and let the man damn debate. Goddamn, just referee that shit tonight, and goddamn, we gonna have a discussion on why he called me a propagandist. I don't want to hear nothing else but I said propagandist, because you're gonna bore us to death. I'm sorry, you're gonna bore us to death with the whole Iran thing. Boring. It's more fun when you have the debate. Boring. Okay? But I'll come to your show, but I'm just saying, you're going to show some films and this and that. MD. Snap out of it. MD. Snap out of it, bro. Stop all that damn, I got the truth. Nobody wants to hear that shit. You ain't got the truth. Let the shit unfold. You're watching just like all of us are watching with the Iran-Israel situation. We're all watching. We're all watching and we're all observing. And we're all going to come up with an analogy as time fluctuates. Again, Russia, the Ukraine situation started in 2014. What is there to discuss? The Iran-Israel situation is now unfolding. What is there to discuss? Everything is not out yet. It's not out yet. And it's, like I said, this is no knock on your research. Well, actually it is, because your research is like boo-boo. It's boo-boo. Look at the debates you lost. I'm not trying to be funny, but you lost against goddamn a Russian Islamic fanatic up in England like twice. He didn't even know who the goddamn prime minister of his country was. Come on, man. It's all about goddamn presentation. You know that. We both came from the same league, debate league per se. You come up with a topic, and we had to come up with spontaneous topic, but your man's Vincent said I was a propagandist. So when you say a person is a propagandist, that propaganda is the opposite of context, which is falsehood. Propaganda is falsehood. And so when he left the comment saying that I'm a Russian propagandist, he's saying that I'm lying for Putin. And so that's a challenge. I can back up everything that I say, like I said, and you left out the part two. This is what I don't like about MD. He left out the fact that I said off the top of my dome, I can come up with resources. You get the book. Again, I said it, but you didn't hear that part, MD, so let me say it for you. Slow, read my lips. Provoked by Scott Horton. Just that one book will blow away any research that you do. I'll put money on that. How about that? I'll put money on that, mister. I'll put money on that. It'll blow away any type of research, any type of CNN research, MSNBC, because that's all you do. You do fake news media research. You do TV casualty research. That's what you do. So, let's get back to it. Let Venkat man up and answer for answer for him calling me a propagandist. So if I'm a Putin liar, because that's what when you say propagandist, you're saying that you're lying for Putin. Well, then prove it. So the discussion's already had. So again, I don't know. Again, I know you come from the culture, the Martin Luther King, in Georgia, hold hands. Oh, we should hold hands. I don't come from that generation. And we all don't come from that generation. I definitely don't come from that generation of holding another man's hands when that man needs to back up what he's saying. He needs to show me his arsenal. He needs to show that he has the tanks and the missiles and everything ready to go when you call a person a propagandist. Again, you should never say nothing bad about Trump. Now, if Big Cat don't accept his debate, he should say nothing bad about Trump. Because again, what did Trump do? Trump bombed Iran and then said, "Oh, let's have a discussion, let's negotiate." Right after he bombed Iran. Shout out to Donald Trump. God, where they do that at? Donald Trump does that. I guess New Yorkers do that, but that's a whole other discussion. Shout out to Donald Trump. Again, as I said before, I'm letting things unfold, and you cannot Israel, like we just dropped bombs on Iran. Things are still folding. I mean, that thing is still hot out the oven. What you don't get about that? But again, I get it because I come from a dualist culture. You come from a hold another man's hands culture. But I'll see you tonight at 8. Yeah, y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe. I will post again MD20's video. You know, and he said, he called MD. I guess this is how y'all get down. He called Venkat a leftist lunatic. So with a leftist lunatic, and I'm gonna take your word for it, you don't have discussions with leftist lunatics. You have debates. You make them bring, especially. I don't know if you were playing, if you were serious, but when I hear leftist lunatic, then I will show all the receipts. This is what I do for lefties. I'm gonna show all the receipts, especially when it comes to people who have TDS. We do know he has TDS, and I think you have a slight TDS too there, MD. But again, when a person is a leftist lunatic, which you said he was, then you can't have no discussions. You have to have a debate at that point. You have to have a debate, especially when they think your discussions are coming with propaganda. There is no discussion. And if you have a problem with anything that I said, then let's have a debate. That's how you settle things. You don't, in this day and age, you don't settle things with discussions, because if people have a premonition about you, then you just have to spank them with the facts. And that's the only way, the only proper platform is a debate. Discussions, and especially when you said, you got the truth. Oh no, brother, no, you asking for a worse spanking than him. You asking for a straight up goddamn slaughter. Talking about you got the truth. No, you don't. This situation just started. Don't you might can insult your co-followers' intelligence. I don't play that. Especially with a damn person. Oh, I got the truth. I got the truth. No, you don't. You can only got your opinion and your conspiracy and maybe put things together like everybody else. We can only contemplate and analyze as it unfolds. Israel and Iran it's still unfolding. It's still unfolding. So, with that being said, all y'all hit the like button, hit the share. I will be there tonight at 8 on MD's channel. I posted it in my playlist, and it's on not this video and the last video, but the video before that last. I'm driving, so I can't post it, but it's MD20 channel. He will most likely leave a comment on this, but the impression that I got, MD, when you said I'm gonna have MD, your words, you said I'm gonna have Black Sun, and I'm gonna have. Well, I shouldn't get so close, man. I got coffee stains, man. Been to the dentist, but I gotta go back to the dentist. But yeah, I know yeah. Anywho, you said I'm gonna have Black Sun and Venkat on the show and let them have at it. When a person says let have at it, what does that mean, y'all? Let them have at it. I mean, only thing I could think of is debate. That's what gave me the impression. Let them have at it. Those are your words. Let them have at it. And this all started with Venkat leaving the comment about me being a propagandist. I didn't say nothing about Iran. I talked about Ukraine. I said every time I talk about Iran, I said I am not yet going to deal with Iran until I deal with Ukraine, until we end this war in Ukraine. That's what I said. Somehow that went over your head, MD. But a lot of things go over your head, MD, for some reason. I guess it's those QT hot dogs that you be eating. With that being said, man, I'm out, y'all. Let me give a shout out to everybody in the Trizat before I go. Shout out to Chubbs. Shout out to Beverly White. Yeah, man, I don't know why MD wants to do these boring ass discussions, man. Let's have a debate. That's what the people want to see. They want to see a debate. Hell, just stop holding the man's hand. Okay, shout out to everybody in the chat. Chubbs, Relax and Talk Sports. Yeah, man. And then the dude's gonna tell me to relax. This is why I said you don't come from a warrior culture. Venkat called me a propagandist. But I get it. If you're a man and you from a hold a hand, hold another man's culture, you come from that culture, that's gonna go over your head. All right, all right, y'all. Y'all be there tonight at 8 o'clock on MD's channel. I gotta take this dirt back because they shut down the damn bootleg dump site that we were at. They always got us dumping at people's houses, man. Bootleg shit, nigga shit. But anywho, shout out to y'all, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. It's all fun and games. There's no hostility over here. But again, when you call me a propagandist, shout out to you, Vincent. You don't need MD holding your hand. MD, stop holding people's hands. That doesn't look right as a man. Stop holding them MD's hand, Vincent. Vincent can hold his own. He's ready because he called me a propagandist. So trust me, he's ready for a debate. He's ready for a debate. I know in your culture, MD, where y'all hold hands, y'all don't understand when a person, has been, slapped, by the glove. Hell, it's a dude that slapped. You don't understand that because I don't think your lineage has ever dealt with that. With that being said, man, no offense, man. I'm playing around, but really, stop holding the man's hand. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace.